Cricbuzz Comm Box, it's been a while getting to the 35th over, but we finally got there. Technically scheduled another 30 minutes to go for the end of the innings. We're going to be running over again. But for now, the runs that we have got, the innings that we have seen from Shikhar Dhawan, well worth celebrating, well worth reliving. Just short of his 18th ODI 100 is the left-handed Shikhar Dhawan. Virat Kohli looked good for another three-figure knock until he bunted one to Moeen Ali, the drink specialist, who had put one down earlier, took his chance once too often. This time, Moeen Ali hung on. In the company of Joy Bhattacharya, Joy, first and foremost, wonderful partnership between Virat Kohli and Shikhar Dhawan, but it's all been the Dhawan show. Remember our build-up? How crucial? Is there pressure? What pressure, he says?
Absolutely. No, I have it on good record that he was listening very closely to Michael Owen just before all this was happening. He said, okay, I've got to get one century out of three. Let me just get it out of the way right now. I thought he was absolutely superb. He got a couple of chances. Okay, that Jason Roy chance was ridiculously tough. The second chance, though, Moeen Ali putting that down was a bit of a sitter, but he took his chances. And when Shikhar's in form, what you'll see is the way he can hit it through the onside, especially in the dark between long on and mid-wicket. He has that ability to be able to place that ball with surgical perfection. And, he's been doing a fantastic job. Both, and his cutting, of course, is, top class always. So it's fantastic to see Shikhar in form. And it's again a testament to the kind of wealth there is in Indian cricket right now.
And the good thing is he took his time. I mean, early on, it looked as if, which is fine, as if he was playing for his place for the first 10, 15 balls. But that's okay. If you're playing for your place, if you're playing for individual brilliance, which ultimately leads to your team doing better, then so be it. And here he is on the cusp of three figures.
Absolutely. And I think the ball jagged around a bit. Sam Curran got a nice shape and movement of it. Mark Wood was very good, very fast and very good. And I think that was the thing as well. These batsmen are experienced enough. See, that's a great thing. If you have guys like Shikhar, Rohit and, Virat at the top of the order, they're smart enough to assess those conditions. There's no point trying to force the pace against these guys. And the moment the spinners came on, you saw how they just completely changed the pace of the game.
Certainly did. Have a look at that. No real contribution as such. Look at Moeen Ali, 3 overs for 28, throw in that one dropped catch. Adil Rashid has gone for a few. He bowled a lot of deliveries to Virat Kohli. No jinx worked over there. Virat was very conscious of that. So excellent stuff from both the Curran brothers. 13 overs, both of them going at an average of under 4 an over.
No, absolutely. And I don't be surprised if you don't see the spinners back too much, because they bowled 10 overs between them. And those have been the 10 overs where India's really got runs. But now England can go back to their 4 pacemen and say, we're going to finish it from here. Of course, what that will do to the over rate, considering that, in this period, we've had 10 overs of spin and still the over rate looks like this. I am just staggered by what the over rate is going to be at the end of the day. I mean, one of the things that Eoin Morgan definitely is not going to get is his full match fee at the end of this game. There is no way that can happen.
But again, it'll be a good disciplined effort. That's what it needs from Team England to try and restrict India, because at this stage, 15 overs to go, you start looking at the final score, not just because you and I and Michael Vaughan have made predictions. Even from a fielding side's point of view, you start thinking now, how much can we keep them below? So England would be thinking at this stage, anything around 310 will be okay with from here.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be 310. They're going to tell themselves, we get one more wicket. We get Rahul, and these guys are then Kunal and Hardik will not attack for at least for a while, because, they'll go slightly deeper before the last 5 overs before they really crash out. And then it's possible to get these down. What could have been 325, 330 would probably be closer to 300. I think that's what they're looking at, to try and peg them back at this stage. Just they'll be telling them, Mark Wood has really done the job of the skip. Every time he's been thrown the ball, he's done it. His skipper would be telling him, get me one more wicket. Let me just close this door on these guys. And then we can sort of see what the total is going to look like.
Quick question to finish with. It's called Family Feud. You're the captain. The Pandya family are sitting there. At what stage do you say, Hardik, you're in, or Krunal, you're in?
Yeah, I think, again, it might be a bit of left-hander, right-hander, and see, what advantage you get out of it. It's quite possible. Of course, it also depends on how England plays this. But yeah, I expect the next Hardik should be there under normal circumstances. But, Virat might want to push in another left-hander and take advantage of that.
And since we both trivia buffs, Joy, what are the odds of having Both Pandya brothers batting in tandem, the two Currans bowling in tandem. How often does that happen in history?
No, yeah, that would be fantastic. I don't recall it happening. I don't recall it happening. Absolutely. All four happening at the same time, I don't think it's happened. Something to look forward to, Gautam. And the trivia buffs who are watching this, if they can find such an occasion, please do let us know on Cricbuzz Live.
Absolutely. Hashtag Cricbuzz Live. Get those in quickly, because it's very possible. Both Pandya brothers, I can tell you, will be padded up, and both Currans have overs in hand and both have bowled well. So they'll both finish their quota of 10 overs. Lots to look forward to, including to try and figure out trivia buffs, what time we might finish this innings. We'll see you at some point in time during the day on Cricbuzz Live.